This is the loop. In this loop we have two values here initialized. Two values. We have the value for W and value for M. The value for W is 9. The value for M is 5. Okay. And in the condition what we have used? In the condition we have used W. Means how many times this loop will execute? First tell me this. And for every iteration the value of W will decrease, and for every iteration the value of M will increase. First you tell me how many times this loop will execute. See, the execution of loop depends on the value of W, because in the condition we have written as soon as the value of W becomes 1, we will stop the loop. In the condition it is written the loop will execute till that time till the value of W is either greater than or equal to 1. As soon as it reaches 1, the next step will not be taken place, it will stop. So let us count how many times this loop will execute. For the first iteration it is 9, the loop will execute. For the second iteration the value of W will become 7, the loop will execute. For the third iteration the value of W will become 5, the loop will execute. For the next iteration the value of W will become 3, the loop will execute. For the next iteration the value of W will become 1, the loop will execute. After that the loop will not execute. Now you will ask why? Because in condition we have used the variable W. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for all 5 times the value of W will be printed these. But for the value of M what will be printed? 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Okay, this will only be printed now, because in SOPLN we have written W equal to the value of W and M equal to the value of M. So
I want that M is going one more time extra more than W.
No.
Cannot go.
No.
Like if I want W will show 5 and here it will show 6.
No. Because in condition you can use only one variable. Okay.
You cannot use two different variables.
No. So this is, we have learned about the variations of for loop. In the variation we saw this multiple initialization and updation. An example of that. Okay, next program. Do next program. Program to print the following series up to n terms where n is entered by the user. Means you have to print the values like 20, 40, 60, 80 and so on. How many number of times? N times. And the value of n is given by the user. That can be 5, that can be 6. Means we have to take the value of n from the user. So we have to use a scanner class in this. But for that number of times, we have to print these values. How you can do this? Huh?
Multiplication.
What?
N into 20. N is equal to n into 20.
Yes. So first we will write a scanner, because we are going to use a scanner class. Scanner obj equal to new scanner. System.in. Okay. And after that we will take the value of n from the user. So we will give a message. Okay, so then we will write n equal to obj dot next int. We have taken the value from the user. Okay, we have taken the value from the user. Now we will write, because we are going to use this variable, we have to declare somewhere. Now we will write for I equal to 1, I is less than equal to n, I plus plus. What we have to print? We have to print 20, 40, 60, 80. What is the question? Up to n terms. Okay. So 20, 40, 60, 80 up to n terms. Means if the user enters value 5, we have to print from 20 till 100. If the user enters value 6, we will print all the way to till 120. We have to get like this. So let us write another variable here, that suppose C we have taken. We will write for every iteration C equal to 20 into I. Is it right? We will go how many times? This loop will execute how many times? Depends on n. Okay, depends on n. That only we have to do. Means we have to go n times, means we have to take the value of n from the user. Fine, this is so clear. So this loop will execute how many times? From 1 till n. N is the value given by the user. Suppose user gives the value 5. So this loop will execute 1 till 5. This loop will be I equal to 1, I is less than equal to 5. For every iteration what we have to do? We have to write the table of 20. That only we have to do. I equal to? That also you can do. I equal to 20 into I. Acha, I equal to 20 into I. How you can do that? You want to write this. I equal to 20 into I. That you want to write. For every iteration the value of I will become what? For the first iteration it will be 20. Then in the next step the value of I will become 21 when it will be incremented. So you cannot use here I, okay? We will use another variable C, A, B, any variable, and that variable is going to multiply value 2 with the value of I in that iteration. So suppose the value of n is given by the user is 5. So the loop will go from I equal to 1 till I is less than equal to 5, means the loop will go 5 times. For the first iteration, 20 into 1 will be printed, that is 20. For the second iteration, 20 into 2, that is 40 will be printed. And for the third iteration, 20 into 3, that is 60 will be printed. For the fourth iteration, 20 into 4, that is 80 will be printed. And for the fifth iteration, 20 into 5, that is 100 will be implemented. Now why we are going till fifth iteration only? Because the value of n given by the user is 5. Okay? So this is this. If you want to write it.
Three values will be there.
Where? Yes. For this one and for one more. I have not written whole program. The upper part I have not written. Suppose the value of n given by the user is 10. If the value of n given by the user is 10, then what will be the show till 200. Why? It will go 20 into 1, 20 into 2, so on till 20 into 10 till 200. It will start from 20 and it will go till 200. Okay. Are you able to understand? Because these types of programs will come in exam. And not only these types, these are just the beginning. Fine. Aksa, are you able to understand this? Okay. Do program 6 program to print the following series up to n terms. It is somewhat similar to the previous. Do by yourself. I will check.
It is doing double.
What?
It is doubling.
Doubling means? Huh. If you have computer at home, please practice these programs also. And I have sent a video on how you have to make your practical notebook. Better you buy a practical notebook and write that programs we are given for projects. Write in those programs only. That notebook only. And I have shown you in the beginning you have to write. You have watched the video that I sent. Why? You watched? Not watched. Watch the video. You have to make your file according to that video only.
When we have to use I is equal to I into 2.
Where?
In 6.
I equal to I into 2.
And because we have to double the value. And we cannot use I plus plus.
Why not?
And because it is from 12 it is jumping to 24, then it is going on 48.
N is to how many times it will be executed, that depends on n. The next it is for every iteration the value of I or another variable 6, 12, 24. Means the double of the previous one. So it will not be I, another variable it will be. Because if you double the value of I every iteration, like first iteration it is 6 for example, then second iteration it will be 12.
I am taking I is equal to 1.
In the loop, na? In the loop, it will be I equal to 1, I less than equal to 10. Because how many times we have to do this? That depends on 10. But inside the body of the loop, you will have to use another variable. You are not getting? See. You want to say that you want to write I equal to 1, I is less than equal to 10, and I plus plus. That you want to write, and inside the bracket you want to write I equal to I into 2. That you want to do, na? So for the first iteration the value of I is 1. So what will be printed for the first iteration? 2 will be printed. And you want
6.
So how you will bring that 6? You cannot bring. And even for the first iteration, so you have made the value of I 2. So next iteration the value of I will increment and become 3 directly from 1 till 3. So you have to use another variable. I is defining how many times the loop will execute. So you will use another variable. Okay? Suppose C, and for every iteration it will be C asterisk 2. For every iteration, even for the first iteration. Okay? Even for the first iteration, the value of C will be C asterisk 2. Now, so C asterisk 2, we have to start from 6. So let us take the first iteration. In the first iteration, the value of I is 1. So in the first iteration, the value of C will be 1 into 2, that is 3. But we don't want to print 3. We want to print 6. Sorry, 2. We don't want to print 2. We want to print 6. So what you can do, you can initialize this variable C as 3. You can do that. If this value is initialized as 3 somewhere in the program, then for the first iteration, the value of C will be 3 into 2, that is 6. That will be printed. Then for the next iteration, this is I equal to 2.